Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
And this opening kickoff will not even reach the landing zone. It hits short of the 20, so that's going to move the ball out to the 40-yard line. A handoff from Mitchell running left.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all. He'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
You talk about this Miami defense.
They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7.
7.
I mean, think about that
7.
number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
In motion, the tight end.
From the shotgun, May with it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
Here's May. That's caught. It's Josh Downs.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Downs going in motion right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
Oh, a nice spin. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
The Patriots at 8-4 now in the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Throwing here is May. That complete to Downs.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10.
They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
Rondell Moore,
his second touchdown on the season.
And the Patriots are on the board first here this afternoon.
They always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up first and 10
at their own 26.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Tua going to give this to Wright.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or 2, hoping someone comes into contact.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Running right, here's Achane.
But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 30. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
That is caught, and he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. They'll run on 1st down with Wright. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 13-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Solo left Zion. Ready. 21G, 21G.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Darius Davis
from 13 yards out.
And the Dolphins are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line.
And, oh, now it's out. Langford loses the football. And this is picked up. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there? Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll throw with May. And it's knocked away and incomplete. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10. And it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough. To throw, it's May. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it as we resume action.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Sanders now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 33. Oh, able to avoid it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Looking to throw, May. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. From the shotgun, it's May. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is indeed good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And they'll go right back to right. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks. Here's Tua. Another catch there for Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to the ground, Achane. He'll take this to the 46.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 8. A give up the middle to right. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
On first down, they'll stay with Wright on the ground.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
This 2nd and 4. They'll go again here with Wright.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Wright will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
To the air, May. This is taken in by McBride. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
He'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. Mustang 19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
You still hold your breath a little as a defense when Tua gets out of the pocket. You're worried about him scrambling and getting a first down. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
20, TX. Ready. Let's go.
Tua, the final shot before half. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Patriots 13.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now a give, running left is right. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Come on, two. Longer, long. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Tua going to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's second down.
Hey, come on, two. Come on, two. Come on.
Second down at the 39-yard line.
Hey, 21 TX. Out.
Now Tua. Throw caught by Achane. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 42. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
They're right here.
They'll work the middle here with Wright. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And that will keep this a 15-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Able to locate his running back open downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
19 Lions. Take over.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Channing Tindall in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Cougar 19. Warrior 70. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
From the gun, it's May. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. There he goes, left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here's May. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 3.
70 range, 70 range.
Moore, the man in motion.
Throwing here is May.
Goes right back to McBride. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Trey McBride.
30 yards.
And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Now receiver in motion left.
May going to bat this one forward.
And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
They'll give this to Wright, running right.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Come on, 3, kick. 21G, 21G.
Looking to pass. Tua.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
Tua sets up to pass it. Looking for Campbell downfield.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That is caught.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That ball caught by Campbell. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. 39 yards.
And the Dolphins are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Looking to throw, May. This pass left side to Downs.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
To throw, it's May. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Moore, the man in motion.
They'll throw with May.
He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll start things on the ground, but now this is going to be a reverse. And that one going to be slowed up before it can really get going. Good work defensively to read the trickery and make the stop.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls in.
And got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Completes it to Davis. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards. To the air, May. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. They'll set up a throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Trey McBride with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Patriots' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. May going to try to throw for it. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
Let's go.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest. They kind of